Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me today for iStampin Live. We're going to be doing paper and ink sketches number 18. So this is the card that I created using this sketch. If you follow me, you know, and I know I say this every time, but I feel like I need to in case somebody's watching this for the very first time. I very rarely follow the sketch exactly the way that it was designed, but I do take elements from the sketch and I like to do something a little bit different. But before we get started, I have a couple of announcements that I need to make, and if I don't do it now, more than likely I'm going to forget. So let me just put this off to the side. We'll get back to this very shortly. But the first announcement that I want to make is about our special paper pumpkin kit that is going to be available this month. You've probably seen this mentioned on my Facebook page as well as on my blog. But April's kit is supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to be a really exciting kit. Stampin Up has really hyped this up and promoted it. So I'm very excited to see this, and I really hope that they knock it out of the park. It's designed by Sarah Douglas, and she is our Stampin Up CEO. And it's going to include one of our brand new in colors that are going to be released in June. And I have a feeling it's going to be that color right there. I'm not positive, but that's just a good indication because we don't have anything like that in our current catalog. But what you will want to do is you will need to go ahead and subscribe to Paper Pumpkin by April 10th. And the cost of the kit is $19.95 a month, and that includes shipping. All you need to do is just add your local tax. So this is my website. I'm going to have it linked below on Facebook or have this website up on Facebook, but if you head on over to my blog, I'll have an accompanying blog post for today's project, and the link will be right there. So if you don't want to have to type out all of this, I know it's kind of an unusual website address, but this is my actual custom address. And as a reminder, when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with me, you receive alternative projects every month. When you receive that month's kit, you get anywhere between 8 to 10 alternative projects. And then on your 4th month, I send you a really fun thank you gift, which includes snail, an acrylic block. It's in a really nice case. Here, let me show it to you real quick. So this is the case that you will get. So this is this is our wood. This is our case that fits our wood stamps. So you'll get this. Inside will be a brand new package of snail, like I said, in an extra D block, and then like a paper pumpkin ballpoint pen, something like that. So this is just my thank you gift I send to everyone on their 4th month. So like I said, there is the sign up. And which is the 10th is on Monday, so you have until, I want to say it's like 11:50 p.m. Mountain Time. So that would be 12:50 in the morning on the East Coast, 11:50 Central Time, and then 10:50 on the West Coast. So anyway, so I hope everybody who loves Paper Pumpkin is really excited about this. There's supposed to be a special surprise in there as well. I don't know if that's the in color ink pad, so this is always a surprise for us. But anyway, so that's about that. So why don't we get started? And hopefully I didn't ramble on too long. But this is the sketch that we're going to be working with, and you will always be able to download the PDF from my website. And then, like I said, here's the card that I made. So as you can see, I did mimic the layering, but I did mine a little bit different. This is a top folding card. I did go ahead and put my focal point here in the center, and then I did a banner. I did try to mimic this with the circle and a scallop, and I just didn't like the way that looked with this floral image, so I went ahead and just did a banner, but I put it up here in the top left. So like I said, the great thing about the sketches is that, you know, it's just a jumping off point. You know, if you want to follow it to a T, perfect. If you just need it just to kind of help you with a little bit of design, you can, you know, change it up however you want. So anyway, hey, good morning, Julie and Mary. How are y'all doing today? Oh, it's raining in Maryland. You know, we had a huge thunderstorm overnight, so I think the whole East Coast is getting some rain today. At least that's what I've heard. All right, so let's get started. So I'm just going to put this off to the side, and like I said, you will be able to download this from my website. So if you just head on over to iStampin.com, the post will be up later today. So you know, check here in a few hours. All right. So I am going to be using these two stamp sets. These are both out of our Occasions catalog. This is called All Things Thanks, which is a great, just a great all around stamp set if you like to make a lot of thank you cards. And then this is one of our Hostess sets. You know, I have to be quite honest, I've had this for probably since December, but this stamp kind of intimidated me. And I just started playing around with it, and guys, it's the easiest thing around. I don't know why I waited so long to start making cards with this, but it's really, really quite fun. So to qualify for our Hostess stamp sets, you do have to either put in at least a $150 Stampin' Up! Order, or you can host a workshop. If you want to do it online, you know, we can definitely do that. So, you know, if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to me. But let's go ahead and get started. I've got everything already cut for us. Today's video is going to be pretty quick. I'm heading to Onstage tomorrow, which is Stampin' Up's convention. They do it twice a year. So I'm heading up to Savannah, and I'm actually presenting, so I've got rehearsal tomorrow, so I've got a lot of last minute things that I need to do today, so I thought today's iStampin Live would be, you know, it's going to be on the shorter side, but I think y'all will still like this project. All right, so I've got a piece of Sahara Sand cardstock, and I've cut this a long ways, so this measures 11 by 4 1/4, and I've already scored this at 5 1/2. Like I said, that's going to make the top folding card. Next, I have a piece of Watermelon Wonder cardstock, and this is just a 1/4 inch smaller. So this measures 4 by 5 1/2, and we're just going to have just a little bit of the Sahara Sand showing on either side. And then finally, we have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So the layers are all the same height. They're just a 1/4 inch smaller widthwise. And just as a reminder, Watermelon Wonder is one of the end colors that is retiring at the end of May. So if there are any colors that have just been an absolute favorite of yours, I highly encourage you to start going ahead and stocking up on the cardstock, the ink, the re-inkers, any of the embellishments that have these colors in there, because they will soon be selling out and will not be restocked. So I hate to see Watermelon Wonder go. I'm so sad. It's been one of my favorite colors. But you know what? Stampin' Up! Always comes out with new colors that are just as good, and I forget. So I seem to, when those new colors come out and I start playing with them, I seem to forget what was just recently retired. All right, these are the stamp pads you're going to need. We're going to start out with Sahara Sand and Crumb Cake. And these are going to be the two colors that I use to create the vase. So you can see here that this is Sahara Sand, and then the little accent piece is Crumb Cake. I am going to stamp off once with Sahara Sand. So I've got my grid mat. And then because this is photopolymer, and especially with the solid image, I like to have my paper piercing mat behind me. So let's go ahead and ink up. And with this solid image, you just want to make sure that you have good coverage. So we're going to stamp off once, and then we're going to come down here and just stamp that right there in the center of the card. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get our crumb cake. And for the accent piece, I am not stamping off. So that's just going to be full strength. And this stamp, it is a little kind of funny because it's so thin. So just make sure that when you stamp it onto the vase that you just make sure that you get the whole image on the paper. If you need to kind of rock back and forth, you can. And my accent's a little bit further in, but that's okay. All right. Now for the flowers, I'm using 3 different colors. I'm using Pool Party, Watermelon Wonder, and Crushed Curry. And I've got my stamps already on the blocks. So the first image that we are going to stamp is the largest image. And if you notice, on all of the stamps, we have this little notch. You can't really see it on this one, but it's right here. So here's this little notch, and then this little notch. And this helps us keep our stamps, or helps us remember that this is the top of the stamp. So it's really simple. This right here really helps you because that kind of fits over the vase. So you know that this is the opening. So we are going to start off with Pool Party. And like I said, guys, really this is a very easy stamp set to work with. Like I said, I think all those images just kind of intimidated me, but you'll see here how easy this is to stamp. All right, so the next color we're going to use is Watermelon Wonder. And this stamp, can you see those little, that circle that has all those little dots? We've got 2 of those. It matches this part of the stamp that is like a little asterisk. So if you line that part up, you should get you should be able to line this out. What I'm trying to say is if you get those circles in where those asterisks are, you should have it perfectly lined up. Can't talk this morning. There we go. And the other great thing about this is if you happen to overlap, nobody's going to notice. Hey Tammy, hi Leslie, how are y'all this morning? Okay, so the last color is Crushed Curry. And these have just a lot of little clusters of flowers. So again, here's our notch. And we are just going to come in right about there. And it's really easy to figure out where those flowers go because there's nice little gaps. So that was it. I mean, isn't that cute? I just love it. All right. So we're almost done with the stamping. We have one more thing to stamp, which will be our sentiment. So let me move these. We are going to use black ink. I like to use our Memento ink, and I have chosen the You're the Best. And I've got a scrap of Sahara sand. We can move this. Oh, hey guys, I've also, another announcement I want to make is I have recently, I'm in the process of it. I just started it yesterday. So head on over to my Pinterest page. I'm revamping everything. I'm making new boards where I think it will be a lot easier to navigate and to see everything. So I just started that last night, and I really have only gone through this year, 2017, and the goal is to go back and do 2016, and I probably will just stop right there. But I really hope that y'all like it. So if you haven't liked my Pinterest page, head on over there and follow some of the boards, and I think you'll like that, especially if you love to get on Pinterest. Okay, so I am using the banner right here. There's our item number. This is our little graduating banner set, framelit set. And I'm going to just die cut that out. So what you'll want to do is just take this on over to your Big Shot and go ahead and die cut that. I've already done that to save time. So now we can start putting our card together. So does everybody have big plans for this weekend or for Easter coming up? Is Easter next weekend? Yeah, Easter's next weekend. Holy moly. Okay. All right. So I don't have plans yet. We haven't even gotten our taxes together yet. And that's next week too. Or on Saturday, I guess. Oh my gosh, I got to get my stuff together. We're usually not late like this, but it's just been crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? I put this on dimensional. So let's go ahead and layer this onto our Watermelon Wonder. And that is just going to go like that. So it's going to be flush at the top and the bottom. So we just want to have a nice equal border on either side. And then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. So did y'all see yesterday's project that I made? That little Easter that little treat box perfect for Easter. I'll show it to you in just a minute if you didn't see it. Oh, you're traveling to Charleston next week. I love Charleston, Julie. Now, is your daughter thinking of going to college there, or is she young? Y'all are just heading there just to visit. Okay, and then that's just going to go right there on the card. Same thing, equal borders. May need to move it over just a tad. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is grab your linen thread and we're going to make a bow. And I usually like to cut off about 2 segments because I'm going to have this bow be kind of big. Or I want the tails to be longer than I usually do. And I'm kind of doing this card a little bit backwards. I realized I skipped a step, but we'll be able to do it now that this panel's on there. So I'm just going to pull the tails to get the loops the size that I want. And this is just going to go right here on the front of the vase. So like that. I like to use a glue dot for this. So just grab one, and our glue dots may be a little bit large. If they are, I just like to take my paper piercer and just kind of roll it up and then just stick it on there, and then you can just mush the knot right into that glue dot. So just cut the tails. Like I said, I want them to be a little bit longer today. Okay. All right, so before I put the sentiment on here, you see how the vase or the flowers just looks like it's kind of floating on the card? So if you look here at this sample, what I did is I took my blender pen and Sahara sand ink, and I just kind of made it look like where it's on a table, kind of like did a shadow. So I'm going to do that I'm not very good at it, but I think it kind of grounds the image instead of it kind of like just floating up on this cardstock. So go ahead and grab your Sahara sand, and you're going to use a blender pen. And what I like to do is just to get a little bit of pool of ink in the lid. And the way she does that is just, you know, squeeze the top and the bottom together, and that gives you some ink. Oh, she's grown and married. Gotcha. Oh, well, that's a nice girls trip. Oh, that's so much fun. I can't wait to do that with my daughter. She's only 15, so I have quite a few years to wait to do that. But I definitely hope to be able to go on trips with my daughter when she's an adult. I think that will be a lot of fun. Well, safe travels, and hopefully y'all have really nice weather next week. All right, so I'm just picking up some ink and just gently coloring a little bit on either side. If your ink starts to fade, you can just pick up a little bit more. And with the Whisper White cardstock, you don't want to rub too hard because it will start to pill. So just gently, you know, make a shadow around the bottom, and I think that really eliminates it from looking like it's just floating in the air. And then the last thing we need to do is just attach our sentiment, and we will be all done. And I'm just going to put that up here in the top left. I'm going to put it flush with the white cardstock. And that is it. Now, there is a really nice sentiment. You know, this Thankful, which is part of this Hostess stamp set, I tried to use that first. It was a little bit large, but you could use this on the inside. So if you wanted to stamp this little greeting or the little inside message that comes with the stamp set, you could do that right there and just have a really nice little thank you card. So guys, that is it. I told you it was going to be a quick one today. Let's see, let me bring the sketch back in. If y'all have any questions, let me know. If you liked it, give it some thumbs up, give me some hearts, let me know that this is something that you enjoyed. So here again, there is the sketch. So you can see that it's not exactly an exact match, but there is some inspiration to this. And I think that's it. All right, so any questions? Anything? Okay, doesn't look like it. Well, like I said, y'all can head on over to my blog later today, and you can get all of the information about all the products that I used. The edited video will be up there, and this is exactly where you'll be able to download the PDF sketch. Julie, thank you. You know, I think it turned out to be allergies. You know, just she's been tired. We were at a dance competition all day Sunday, and I think it just kind of caught up to her yesterday. But thank you so much. Hopefully that we're all getting better. I'm finally, all my congestion is gone, and I think my family is finally well. March was rough for us. So anyway, thank you. Y'all stay healthy too. All right, everyone, well, have a great day, and I hope you join me next Thursday for another iStampin Live. Bye, guys. Oh, show the box. Yes, sorry. Ah. Look, I ramble, and I don't show it to you. Okay, so here's the box. How cute is that? Y'all, I had the best time putting this together. So this is just a little 3x1 box. This is the Basket Bunch bundle. And there's so many little pieces to this for you to put inside your basket. So I love the little bunny peep. And this is a little chocolate bunny. And just so cute. The Designer Series paper, that's from the Succulent Garden collection. And then this is our 3/8 inch ruched ribbon. So you can really put some nice little treats on the inside. Obviously with the ribbon wrapped around it, you can't open the box, so you'll want to put your treats in there before, but that tag is just adorable. Thank you so much, Tammy. I had the best time making this. It was just so much fun. I love paper piecing, if I can talk. You know, when I used to scrapbook, that's what I enjoyed the most, was to do paper piecing my layouts and stuff like that. So that's kind of what this reminded me of. All right, guys, well, I think that is it. So you can see this tutorial and blog post. This came out yesterday, so if you just head on over to my blog, look for, what is today? Today's the 6th. So look for April 5th's post, and it will have all the information on there. So that is that. All right, okay, now I think I'm ready to go. All right, guys, we'll have a fabulous Thursday, and I think that's it. And if you have any questions, like I always say, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.